welcome in, welcome in. My name is Vivian Vixen. I go by V for short. I'm the Celestial Fox Goddess of trophies and achievements, and my appearance changes based on the phase of the moon. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Congratulations. Hold on, let me reset this. Hold on. I don't know what color I am. There we go. I'm that color. That's the color I am. Congratulations, Hidomon, for your 38 Shrine Trek. You received a blessing and love. Congrats, Lynn, with the Platinum Trophy. Icy with the Gold. Icy also with the 130th Shrine Trek-in. Received a small curse and money. And Asian Garfield, who visited Shrine 34 times, and received a small curse and money. Well, you guys don't like money, apparently. What is with your guys' curses and money? You guys don't like money. Timber of Wolves visited Shrine 37 times and received a curse and family. And Timber of Wolves received the silver trophy. And Hidomon with the bronze. And thank you, Slaughter Ferret, for the follow. Much appreciate, much appreciate. Thank you, thank you. So, yeah, maybe you should watch V's Twitter, Icy. I joke, I don't know why Twitter's feed me everything V does immediately, but yo, because her Twitter is based. Yeah, no, if you're talking about the tweet last night, I might have drunk tweeted that. I was a little angry and upset, and I was also drunk. I'm like, screw it! I'm doing it! So that was actually a drunk tweet. And yeah, no, I was like, this is adorable, I want it, I can't have it, because I don't like the person who has it, and I don't want to ask them, so yeah, I was a little angry. It was a W take though, laughed my ass off. Yeah, I don't like how people don't credit their artists. If you go to my, Twitch, every single thing is credited, unless if I'm stupid and forgot something, which that happens. There's so much stuff. I have a long credit section. But like I credit everything, and it's like, you gotta. And there's people who don't credit anything, and it's like, how have you not been called out yet? Like, how has no one told you anything? I don't know. I just don't get it. And then sometimes too, it's like, you go to the artist profile and you see, I had this come up recently too, because I saw a really cute model, but I couldn't figure out where they got it from. They had the artist and the rigger listed, but the artist and rigger didn't have that model up. So I was so confused if that was a real artist and rigger. And then after a lot of research, I researched for like an hour. I'm like, it is the same artist and rigger, but they don't have it up for some reason. I don't understand why, and it's hard to verify if it is the artist and rigger because they don't have it up, but it's their best work, so why don't they have it up? I'm wondering if maybe the person who had the model done didn't want to be put on the profile or whatever, and maybe that's why, which I don't understand that either, because it's free publicity. It's free why don't you want your model to be shown? I don't get it. But yeah, welcome in, Bad. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciate. Much appreciate. Thank you. I will literally spam credit literally everyone for everything. Yeah. My credit section is so long. It's so long. I have thought about putting all other animated emotes as Varicine. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, because they have so many single emotes that I did from them. I'm like, maybe I should just like put all other animated emotes as one and then put their name. That would make sense. I don't know though. Literally like no reason to not just be listed. Maybe the parent wasn't proud of it for some reason. Maybe, but like, it was their best work. I looked at their work and I'm like, okay, this is okay. Like the artist's work was like, okay, this work is okay. It's solid, very affordable, like it, but like that model was probably their best work. And same with the rigging. The rigging, they had really bad examples of rigging because the art that they did the rigging for was constantly bad art. Like, you know when you get good rigging but you get bad art and it shows, or you get really good art and you get bad rigging and that shows? It was for the rigger, they only showed bad art with good rigging, and it's kind of hard to tell if it is good rigging because the art was so bad. So yeah, I don't get why they wouldn't show their best model unless if specifically they asked not to be shown. Or that client, maybe the client was so bad and they're like, I want to forget about this client and never think about them again. That's a possibility, I suppose. But yeah, always credit the person need, the artist. It's not hard to have a job with lots of artists around. Yeah, I always credit them. There's times when I'm like, do I need to really credit them, like, for every post? Like, when I post, like, on Twitter and have a post of my model and, like, a picture with my model, I'm like, it's on my Twitter profile. I don't think I need to do that, like, constantly. But, like, yes, I agree. Crediting is important. Yeah, some of it could be, like, even, like, good art that's cut bad, which makes rigging impossible. Yeah, that too. That's also something, but yeah. So today, oh, and funny about, speaking about Twitter too, I was literally gonna post something. I was gonna do a comment, regarding somebody, commenting, like, something about, a girl posted a picture of herself and she's like, I'm a VTuber, by the way. And somebody quote reposted it and was like, why are the thoughts coming to the VTubing scene or something? And I want to post, you do realize LootTubers have been a thing for a while. Like, why are you saying thoughts? Because it's a real life picture? Nani? Like, LootTubing has been a thing. Like, you really can't say much if LootTubing has been a thing. Just because it's a real picture, she's a thought. But if it's LootTuber, it's fine. What? What? Yeah, no. But I decided, you know what? That's their post. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna comment it this time. I'm taking a step away. It's dumb. I forget. Twitter is like the top 1% of stupid people. A lot of Twitter is like top 1% of stupidity. So yeah, that's so freaking far from you. Yeah, no, it's because a girl with, you know, good assets posted a picture of herself saying, hey, I'm a VTuber, by the way. And then, what was, I don't know, it was something dumb. And I'm like, this is dumb. LootTuber has been a thing for years. Twitter is really the back alley for the internet space. Yeah, no, I think his problem was the fact that it was a real life picture of a girl who is going to be a VTuber, and he has issues with that. And it's like, but LootTubing's a thing, so if you have issues with a girl posting a real life picture saying she's gonna be a VTuber now, then you should have issues with LootTubers too. Because I mean, like, especially if you're calling someone a thought, like, what? Anyways, okay, rant over. Let's get to the game. We're playing Honkai Star Rail. We're continuing where we left off yesterday with Phainon's past story and everything. We're on Act 2 of it, and yeah. Let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, my ranting is over. My Twitter ranting is over. Twitter was also down for like 10 minutes, by the way. I noticed that. Should have stayed down, honestly. Is this your idea of an honorable duel?
Bloodshed isn't the way. We and Aggie don't want to see Chrysoceres turn on each other.
Twitter upsets me so much I could rant on it too. Yeah. The issue is people say Twitter is very important for growth, but I don't think it is, honestly. I've like been at it for what, a year now? And I post once in a while. Maybe I don't post enough. But like getting followers on there is like not really existent. And I don't think it's helped me grow at all. TikTok and YouTube have helped me grow more than Twitter for sure. I don't think it is either. I don't think I've had a single follow from Twitter. Yeah, I know for sure I've had follows from TikTok, and then probably YouTube. Well, yeah, YouTube as well. But yeah, Twitter, no, I don't think so. Unless if I follow them, then they'll sometimes follow me back because I found them on Twitter. Sometimes that happens, but not very often. YouTube and TikTok is much more effective. Yeah, and I like posting shorts on TikTok and YouTube because the shorts I post, the clips I post, kind of is like an archive of what's happened in my streams, and it's kind of like a way to remember what has happened. So I like posting clips.
True warriors know when to sheathe their blades. The impartial Talantan shall oversee this duel. You need only place your offerings upon their scales. Something that has more weight than the fate of the world.
Which means only those who understand the world's weight are worthy to carry it. Is this how you plan to test our convictions? Well, Kremnoan, looks like you won't be able to punch your way through this one.
It makes no difference. One last chance, new recruit. Walk away and I'll spare your life. Otherwise, come and face me. I'll give you a warrior's death.
Hard to imagine they once clashed like this.
Holy Maiden.
Is it hard to imagine? I feel like they always
a
clash
pawn
like this.
That has stumbled into some greater political game.
Every hero was once a child, and every child must grow.
That's so. I don't even know why I'm standing here right now.
Look at me. Just a common soldier. If it weren't a contest of swords, Lady Goldweaver would have taken the fight herself. When it comes to dying for the Holy City, how could I ever measure up to her?
What if we told you this duel isn't about winning or losing, but rather in the choice you make?
Are you saying that Lady Goldweaver is testing me?
Every Chrysosaur is indispensable to the Flame Chase journey. And you and the Crown Prince of Kremnos are both a part of the prophecy. What the duel marks is not an ending, but a beginning. So, listen to your heart. We wish only to hear your answer.
True enough. The voice within has never failed me. It doesn't matter what the result is. I'll give it everything I have.
Spoken like a Chrysosaur. Now go, Phainon. Your journey has only just begun.
That's right, comrade. It's time for us to teach that proud prince a lesson together.
Come on, we got this. Someday he too will be your comrade. What if we lose? Someday he too will be your comrade.
Me? With him? Don't joke around like that. Still, on the topic of the Temple of the Three Fates, here we are, at the Temple of the Time Titan. And I don't even know how Cyrene's studies are progressing. We haven't really had much contact since I set out. Still, I hope she's doing well. Anyway, let's go, comrade. It's not every day you get a chance to see Talantan's scales of justice.
What's going on? Did he just say Cyrene's studying here? But how's that possible? Wasn't she? Of course, Lagus disappears right when I need answers. Forget it. I need to catch up with Phainon first.
Why is she saying that part out loud? Weird. What a weirdo.
Amazing. Talantan may have fallen, but their scales remain true to their purpose.
I hope you still remember your purpose, new recruit.
You seem awfully confident, Kremnoan. Let's see how you define the idea of weight.
Socially inept? That might be it. Comrade Russian Anthem intensifies. At least he's not
For
saying
your
partner.
information,
I used
the
to
cats
love it
from
when he said
Kremnos,
partner, but
the
after
punishment
Silent
for
Hill F,
profaning a
I'm
duel
just
with
like,
such
I
crooked
think I have
words
PTSD
is
after Silent
impalement.
Hill F with the word partner.
But as we're in foreign lands,
Maybe it'll go
I'll
away
indulge
after
you.
some time, but it's still fresh for me.
The signet of Kremnos, the crown jewel of our people. That's my choice.
A ring. Not just any ornament, I'd wager. What's the story behind this little treasure?
Don't push your luck. Think I'd pour my heart out to you?
Yeah, of course, Mighty. You seem like a real in touch with your feelings. Welcome in, Lil Slambu. Welcome in. Congratulations for your 18th Shrine check-in. You received a great blessing and confidence. Congratulations.
Just know that Kremnos' 1,000 years of glory could bring a titan to its knees. Let alone a nobody like you.
So to him, glory and his people outweigh the entire world.
I just realized Mighty also has some narcissistic personality going on. The only person who doesn't seem to have it, that's a male character in this world, seems to be Phainon, who seems to have some confidence issues instead.
And the very destiny that Mighty himself will eventually shoulder.
They made their characters overly confident. And it's weird how they're all overly confident,
Now,
except
this
Phainon,
is
who's
a
got
tough
confidence
one.
issues.
What can I possibly offer?
There's,
against
like,
a
no
ring
middle
that
ground, I feel.
signifies so much. Well, comrade, what does your
Am I
gut tell
forgetting
you?
someone? Was there someone who did have middle ground? I'm just forgetting who it was. Guy-wise, the girls seem to have more personality. I didn't like Aglaya. She was manipulative. Cypher was adorable. Oh my god, Cypher's adorable. Casterus was like the most down-to-earth, I feel, out of all of them. Tribby's... I don't like how she looks. I don't like the child look of her, but she's an okay personality-wise. Yeah. Yeah, no, they really did not sell the guys in this one, I feel. And it's disappointing. You visited Shrine 46 times. I received a blessing towards a wish. Congrats, congrats.
Looks like we really are on the same wavelength. In the end, there's only one thing I can trust.
Of the Chrysosairs, which is your favorite? Definitely Cypher. Cypher is adorable. Originally, it was like... originally, I did like Phainon and Casterus the most, but once I met Cypher, I was like, okay, no, she is adorable. I'm so glad I pulled for her because cat girl, yeah?
The deliverer that appeared in my life on that day. How ironic. I can't even look at this card properly, much less follow where it leads. Just thinking about how my village was swallowed by the black tide makes my hands shake. The flames, the screams, my utter failure to protect anyone.
But there's a lot of characters I don't think I met yet. There's still more characters, if I'm not mistaken, that I haven't met, so yeah.
Speaking rationally, I know it's not nearly enough.
I'm here for
Mighty
Casterus
Elysium
because
was just a
rice.
small village.
Rice is good. I
Its
do
loss
like me
barely
some
a
good
scar
rice.
on Amphorius's face. But here and now, my heart says something else. This card. It's everything I have left. Nothing weighs heavier.
Perhaps that itself is the answer.
Look, Phainon.
It's so nice to see you all again. Lady Treenan, Phainon.
I do like Cyrene. Cyrene I do like as well, but I don't know much about her yet.
Hello. Seeing you here sure is a sweet surprise.
Cyrene, but how? Did I stumble into the wrong Amphorius?
Why so surprised? Could it be... Did you miss me?
Cyrene? This is incredible. I was literally just thinking about how you might be here. but I never imagined I'd see you this soon.
I was supposed to leave with the priests, but then I heard Lady Maiden was with a white-haired young man. I figured it had to be you, so I snuck back here.
That's Irene for you. Unfortunately, this isn't a good time for reminiscing. That Kremnoan over there.
We must
Still
fight
playing
it out.
house, boy.
You get the idea.
You can see how he is.
Quite the hothead. You know, you two just might get along. Don't worry, you already know what the answer is, don't you? If that's your choice, I am with you. I am with you because I remember it all too. The fields of Ide Silicii, those red leaves, that little swing of mine beneath the tree where I dream the sweetest dreams. And those dear fairies in the Memorance maze. It hurts so much knowing they're gone forever. The pain speaks for itself. Our hometown may have been just a tiny village, but to us, it was the whole world. But that's not enough, Phainon. Not nearly enough. Even though hatred can help people grow and turn a boy into an unbreakable warrior, what you need now is victory. You can't just stack the scales with your past suffering. You have to throw the weight of your future onto them as well.
The future? What do you mean?
Maybe that was a bit too cryptic for you, but it's actually really simple. Why not have our mutual friend here stand on the scales with the deliverer? How about it? Can you help us?
Me? Wouldn't that be cheating?
Relax. Our dear crown prince won't have a clue.
Let's try that.
They're okay with cheating? Am I with the right team here?
The fate of Akama hangs on this duel. I must claim victory, for their sake.
Even if we cheat?
I will stake everything I have. Stand with me, comrade, and we shall become heroes.
Remember the past and become the hero of tomorrow.
Let's. Together we'll prove that what weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past and carry it into the future.
Only the victor will write history. Yeah, I've heard that quote before. The victor is the one that writes the history. So it makes them look good.
The fair, the just, they of unassailable integrity. The challengers have made their choices. In the name of the Holy Maiden of the Three Fates, lower your scales, weigh destiny, and reveal unto us your verdict.
Your offering is a card?
Not just any card, it's the deliverer card.
Yes, a flimsy little card. That is my choice. Just know that it's called the Deliverer.
Interesting.
I wonder...
Very...
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, we paused it. I wonder if they have these cards for sale. Like if Honkai, Hoyo has Honkai Star Rail, Oracle cards for sale after this part.
Very well. If you can beat me with this card, then that's what I'll call you.
I'll
from
probably
now
look on Amazon later today.
It's a deal.
The scales, they're wavering.
That would be fun merch. It would be fun merch and very easy merch too, because like making cards is not that hard.
Talantin is deliberating on the outcome. It appears the convictions of both sides are equally matched.
How did that happen? Aren't those just tarot cards with different designs? Yes and no. So the difference between oracle cards and tarot cards is tarot cards go with a certain, how do you say it? Each card is like the same, but with different pictures. So there's a lot of different tarot decks out there. It will be the same with fools, the fool being the first card, and then there's also lovers. There's also, I think there's a hero, if I'm not mistaken. There's a set of cards, and they're all exactly the same, and they mean the same thing, but there's different tarot decks with different printings. I have an anime tarot deck, for an example. I think Persona uses tarot, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Oracle cards are more like free reign. Like, you can have whatever you want on the Oracle cards, and they can mean whatever you want, as opposed to tarot is set, if that makes sense. Like, tarot is its thing, and you don't change the tarot and their meanings, for the most part. I mean, you can kind of change it a little bit, but it's set. Oracle cards, you have more free reign to do what you want and have the cards mean whatever you want. Welcome in, Brennan. Welcome in. Congratulations for your 55th shrine check, and you received a great blessing and luck. Rather than tarot cards, they act more like the shrine stamp cards you can find in places in Japan, where every shrine you go to in order gives you more of an overarching picture. Interesting. Thank you for the lurk, Brennan. Thank you. Much appreciated. They might put them up, but they had to wait until after the final patch of Amphorius to release any due to spoiler. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, so tarot is pretty much its own thing that you don't change the meanings. Well, Oracle cards are more like fluid. That's the best way I can put it. Oh, the staffs with different parts of the picture. Hello, Dusky Bite. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, night, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is where you're at. I used to have a tarot redeem. I actually made tarot cards. I had a tarot redeem, but I decided to take it down because it kind of interrupts the stream a little too much, because I'll do like a 5-minute reading, and I felt like it kind of interrupted the stream too much, so I took it down. But I do have like makeshift tarot cards that I made. Hello, Bat. Thank you for the drink. I do need water. Thank you. Oh my god, I didn't need that.
This is suffocating. Like the whole world's weight is on my shoulders. But I believe what my heart tells me.
Finally decided?
Hear thee, children of humanity. I shall pronounce judgment, for the difference is now clear. The one whose offering weighs more than the fate of the world is...
me! No, I'm joking. I own this game, but I kind of stopped playing it. That's fair. There definitely are some, long parts to it, I feel, so I could totally see people kind of stopping after a while. Also, if you get caught back up, and then there's patches, you might stop as well, because you're like, oh, I didn't realize there's more patches, now I'm super far behind, do I want to play again? Like, I still go back to the game to get my logins and, you know, just deal with the story, but besides everything else, I don't play that much. Yeah, I'm just trying to get caught up in the story first, and then I'll probably go back and do some other stuff that I still haven't done.
One from Ides Elysiae, the nameless hero.
Phainon won, but he cheated. He's a cheater. Oh?
However, heed this. The true weight of conviction originates not from itself, but rather in that which tips the scales. Hope itself.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think the Titan means that it's not anyone's personal convictions that outweigh the fate of the world. It's about a wish, one which we all share. You, me, everyone here. What tipped the scales wasn't Phainon's conviction alone, but the collective hopes carried by this oracle card. Humanity's desperate call for a deliverer.
They need a hero. I'm actually really happy to get ready to play 7 Deadly Sins Origin on PS5. Ooh, I think I remember seeing the trailer, but I haven't like looked into it much. All is fair on Love and War, even though this is a card war. He cheated. He's a cheater.
Yes, even you and your people, Kremnoan.
Placing us both on the same side of the scales? Foolish. We Kremnoans are your mortal enemies. Such weak idealism will only get you skewered on our spears.
Q, I need a hero. Yep, exactly. You know it.
Fine by me. I've never claimed to be the deliverer from the card anyway. I'm a soldier. And if it's my fate to bleed my last on the battlefield, then so be it. I'll fight to my last breath. And on this, I know that we're the same. That's all a hero really is. Someone with that kind of conviction. And the deliverer? Just a sum of all those heroes.
A brilliant explanation. Just as prophesied, on this day, the final 2 heroes shall join the Flame Chase journey.
But I'm really happy to hopefully get the Nintendo Switch 2 and the Fire Emblem game. I kind of been on a boycott for Nintendo products for a while now because they got too greedy. Specifically, Pokemon of Nintendo has gotten really greedy and Sue happy. So I'm kind of on a boycott right now, and I'm not getting any Nintendo stuff from them. I was at the mall 2 weeks ago, and we passed by a shop that had gacha, and they had really cute Eevee gacha stuff, and I really, really wanted it, but I was like, I can't. I'm still holding true to this boycott. I love Eevee so much, but I just can't. I can't do it. I wanted it so bad though. I wanted the Eevee gacha so bad. They're so adorable. You guys don't even know. You guys don't even know. To be honest, I can agree with you, but I've been a fan of Final Emblem since Three Houses, so I've been one to play this new Final Emblem game, even though it might not come out this year. Oh yeah, I've been a Pokemon fan since, when did it come out? I think it came out like 1994. I would say I was a Pokemon fan. Still with original Pokemon was still the only Pokemon, and there was not any Generation 2. I'll leave it at that. Gen 1 Pokemon, I was a fan ever since then, so yeah. I stopped watching the anime after watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched a little bit of. I did have some Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I did like the premise of Yu-Gi-Oh! But I never really got into it. Probably because I was too busy with Pokemon.
I should have known from the start. They all say Lady Goldweaver is quite brazen, but you're the first to even imagine that prophecies could persuade a Kremnos warrior.
The Yu-Gi-Oh! Had gotten weird these years. Oh, it has? I have not kept up with it. Like, I kind of had a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Going on with Blue Eyes White Dragon. I remember that card I had. But, like, I was not really that much into it. I still have my deck on my pencil case. Nice. Oh, trust me, if you watch the Japanese version, it is different from the English version. I also heard Yu-Gi-Oh! The anime is a lot lighter than the actual manga. I heard the manga is very dark, where characters actually die, and then the anime was like light compared to that. Did you know the Shadow Realm is only English version? Yeah, because, so, like, I did not know that specifically, but I'm guessing, for anime. Japanese, the Shadow Realm is yeah. So, like I said, death versus not. In the Japanese version, you just die, yeah.
Oh, I have 1,000 ways to tame a lion. But this lion didn't come here for bloodshed, did he?
The Kremnoans far outmatch Akama's forces, yet we haven't lost a single soul. That's no accident, is it?
Do you honestly think Kremnoans, renowned for our love of battle, would show mercy?
Your forces are equally renowned for their iron discipline.
Hot take here, play what you enjoy, let the legal BS play out in courts. Nintendo is losing their fights at the moment anyway. Yes, but money also speaks volumes to these companies. I know I'm not really gonna make a huge dent because it's just me, but money does speak volumes to these companies. If they see that people are boycotting their products, they're gonna look into what's causing it. They're gonna be like, why are people not buying it? Like I said, I'm just one person. I know I'm not gonna make a dent. I don't know if other people have decided to boycott too. I'm assuming they have. But yeah. Plus, if you watch it on Full Kiss, apparently they do not show guns, but you can tell they were using guns. But the English version spawns memes. Oh my god. It's crazy. It's crazy how, like, they always say, like, Asian cultures specifically have more censorship, but then, like, you look at something like this, like Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's like, well, apparently English has a lot of censorship too. It depends on what you're censoring, kind of. Oh, I don't watch abridged series because I don't care for them. I don't find them funny.
And so, we can only assume that this is on your orders.
Perhaps Akama isn't as hidebound as the rumors say. You grasp the true marrow of power more clearly than those elders.
Now that the wheels of fate are turning, what finer way to celebrate this fortuitous encounter than a feast?
Ooh, a feast? What are we eating? What are we
Follow
eating?
me, brave outlanders. Heroes of this world are as countless as the stars. And at this moment, we find ourselves gathered here by the light of the flames of the long night.
That's okay, I grew up watching those things on YouTube. Yeah, I did not. I grew up watching anime, because before, in the old days, you could watch anime on YouTube because it was hard for them to find it. They would get taken down a lot, but you could usually find, like, episodes of anime on YouTube. And I also watched a lot of AMVs. AMVs were my go-to.
History shall remember this moment. The prophesied Chrysos heirs now stand assembled, heralding a new dawn for Amphorius.
You must see it now, how different this is from the flame-chased journey you traveled.
Why are you standing like that? He's weird. Where did you disappear to? Just whose memories are these? And whose role am I playing? Just whose memories are these?
Patience. We're approaching the final act. These are, as I mentioned, his first memories. They are of particular importance for the imminent Era Nova, such as this very moment, as the prophesized demigods gather with Talantin as witness. This is a moment calculated by the gods. What comes after is no different from that which you already know. Some join, others leave. while flame chasers bear their faint light forward through the long night. Ah, come, come. Your seat awaits. After 13 heartbeats, our heroes will be ferried to the final scene.
That doesn't sound good.
They say that the heroes of this world should be as countless as the stars. Yet now, we're the only ones left standing. So, in the end, the black tide still swallowed everything.
The West stands protected by mighty Scrimnoans. It will hold for the time being. Professor Anexa deployed wards in the north and east before. Their effectiveness is untested, but I believe in him. And Akuma. We needn't fear for Aglaya. Even in death, she counts as the greatest among demigods. Her threads of romance weave an impenetrable shield, and the people answer her call, rallying to the city's defense. Let's move. Cavalry has given their core flame. We must complete the Aeronova before the next entry hour. For Amphorius.
That only leaves 3 hours.
So, this is the last time we'll see her.
Phainon, we set out on this journey to answer the world's desire, didn't we?
That's what it means to be a Chrysosaur. So has it always been.
Then why? Why must Amphorius' wishes be so cruel? We made the best choices we could, whenever we could. But in the end, the prophecy that led us, this black tide swallowing everything. Why does it look like this?
I don't know. We haven't had any other choice, except to move forward. Not for a long time now.
Japan is pushing hard on taking animes and mangas down that didn't get distribution permissions from the publishers. I have no idea what that's about. I have not looked into that, so I have no idea what that's about.
Even if we only see the long, long night ahead, I still believe that through it, we'll find the dawn on the other side. Beyond these flames, a new sun will someday rise. So, to the Temple of the Three Fates. You'll take over Time's authority, and we'll return all the core flames to the Vortex. Then put this world's fate to its final rest. After which, we shall all face oblivion, or embark on one final grand journey.
I say we face oblivion. That one sounds funner. Act 3, Return. It's a Japanese fight against westernization of some anime. I don't know the correct word for it. Oh, that I did hear about. Which honestly, like, so, okay, if I understand correctly, they're fighting against Western audiences changing the material, correct? Is that what it's about? Like, the original source material is Japanese, but they're changing it when it goes to the Western audience. I think yes. Okay. I think that is fair. That is very fair, and they should fight that. But in the same breath, they can't ask another country to change something in their own for their own material when it goes to Japan. For example, Solo Leveling. It's a Korean manga. They made the Japanese bad. Japan did not like that. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if it's true, but I heard. I would actually need to look into it. I heard Japan made it so that they are not the bad guys. That's changing the source material. And if Japan's gonna try to fight against Western audiences changing the source material, they cannot be doing the same thing that they're fighting. It's not right, in my opinion. The Japanese government is going hard on companies hosting fan subs and dubs, aka they are working to protect their publishers, ensuring they get paid. That makes sense, that makes sense. Or the author of My Hero Academia, The Western Weebs. I'm a weeb too, trying to antagonize the author because of the ending. I'm kind of behind in My Hero Academia. I stopped because I got to the point where there was no more anime and I had to wait for a new season, and I don't remember where I left off at. I'd have to watch the whole thing over again. I know it's like over 100 episodes though, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I feel like if they're gonna fight people changing the source material, I agree with that. I agree with that. But in the same breath, they can't be doing it to other countries' source material. Payment processors trying to limit pay for Japanese stuff or something too, I think. Yeah, it kind of sounds complicated. I would need to look more into it to understand it. But surface level, that's just what I think.
Please forgive us for disturbing your sleep, Orynyx.
It matters not. I know fate has run its course.
The Black Tide has reached Akama. Amphorius does not have much time left. It is time for the Era Nova.
As agreed, I shall present the core flame of time. Ride the river of time. It will guard your passage to the vortex of Genesis. Step through and witness.
Professor Anaxa proved the truth of Genesis with his sacrifice. As Chrysos heirs of the prophecy, we were always destined to immolate ourselves for this world. Now, it's our turn. We can't let everyone's sacrifices be in vain.
I don't need another pep talk, Phainon. After all, we've been ready to fight fate ever since we left the village, haven't we?
Yeah. Come. Let's claim the miracle we were promised, and burn away every last shadow in this world.
And then rise as the first light of a new world.
Light calendar 4931, the third week of the month of Evernight. Welcome, my lady, to the end of the flame chase, and the end of all things. The Titan has revealed the gateway of fate. Please accept the invitation to step across the threshold, and behold, beyond this gate lies the new world that our heroes sought through their trials, as well as the terminus that the owner of these long memories has been hurtling towards their entire life.
Hello, Ronnie. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, night, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is where you're at.
Perhaps you'll find it all too familiar. Then you'll understand how the mortal called Phainon shouldered the world's weight. How that same burden crushed him, proving that the so-called deliverer is nothing more than Amphorius's own delusion. A pitiful fantasy that it could defy fate's decree.
Lygus is a weird guy. I don't trust him. He doesn't seem trustworthy. He feels sketch. It's my day off. Congratulations, Ronnie. You visited Shrine 52 times and received a curse and love. Maybe you'll get a blessing tomorrow.
Please, esteemed one. The answers you seek lie in these non-existent times.
Let's enter the gateway.
The vortex of Genesis. So it is here. But just what is this?
Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more.
A narrator of a world he should not be part of. Yeah.
It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. The vortex of Genesis, where the world begins and ends. What stage could be more befitting of our final act? Come, I beseech you onward, buoyed by your surging curiosity.
He talks very slow too, which makes it seem to go even longer.
As an unattainable existence that has dwelled within his heart, beyond his reach, you have accompanied him through the march of years uncounted. You naturally have the right to view the river of time in its fullness, and to witness what he welcomed upon his arrival here. Every absurd and tragic ending. Now, if you would...
My journey to the Aaron.
Aranova comes.
Enough talk.
Hey, it's Cypher!
None of that matters now. This brutal, flame-chased journey has stripped away my delusions. I know the future is in some peaceful paradise with gentle west winds, just waiting to welcome us to step in.
This will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
Have I seen the scene before? This is the rest of Phainon and Cyrene's story.
Ah, indeed. In his memories, such a scene replays over and over. Though the details may differ, this remains ever the same. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. A total of 33,550,335 times.
That's a lot of times. I can't even count that eye.
Each is a drop from the river of time, representing the long journey he would take, or rather, the never-ending cycle.
An endless on loop of suffering with small changes. Okay, so that's what's going on.
Just putting it in terms that might be easier for you to understand. Seeing is believing. Why not let your own two eyes uncover the truth?
Okay, so like this world like starts over on an endless
Perhaps
loop with small
you
changes
can
every time.
simply walk straight to the final truth. See the true face of the character you play, and witness the ultimate nature of the Chrysos heirs, flame-chased journey, and the cycles of Euphorius.
Scene Legus sounds like a neckbeard
Take your
Screwlim to
time.
me.
Look
He's
around
annoying.
as
Screwlim's
much
okay,
as
but
you
this guy's
wish.
annoying.
You really think you're prepared? Allow me to give you a warning, most earnest. Once you see what these memories hide, the world's course will be forever irreversible.
When will Screwlim be playable is what I wonder. People have been asking that for a long time. They're like, why is he not playable yet? At this rate, I don't think he ever will be. Show me the final memory.
Ah, very well. As you have made up your mind, let us bear witness together.
Alright, robotic Shakespeare,
As the
stop your
sole
story of
audience
suffering.
Of this eternal theater,
True.
I have been
He loves
rapturously
to
awaiting
talk
your
and tell
arrival.
stories.
And this, too, is the very reason I must show you everything. I believe that since you've bathed in that Eon's gaze, you can make Euphorius's frozen fate flow once again. Feeling a bit lost? As you now see, this scene marks the final act of the drama Euphorius.
Alright, we are going to ad break. I feel like this is a great place to stop for ad break, so we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, and congratulations for surviving the adpocalypse.
The final eternal recurrence created by this man's hand, and the last one this world shall behold. At the swordsman's
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
stands one he has
Or maybe I did, because he talks a lot. No, I'm joking.
companion. Other times, comrade. That nameless hero, absent from the annals of history. She is the swordsman's ideal in his youth, the deliverer that guided him resolutely onward through fantasy. And now, in the name of the Nameless, she has become an essential and inseparable part of the epic of Amphorius. And this time, under her guidance, what choice shall the hero make? Whither shall the fate of the world flow? And what is the ultimate truth of the nature of Amphorius? There are many mysteries yet to be unwound, but if I may, allow me to temporarily yield the stage to one far more fitting. Please put your hands together and give a rousing round of applause for they who will reveal the answers and bring about the final end of the 33,550,336th flame chase journey.
So this has gone on for 33,550,000 times. Okay, that's a cycle right there. That's the never-ending cycle. That's the cycle of life right there.
The master of the countless memories we saw. The other important actor now stepping into the vortex. They who have already burnt their own self to cinder. The Flame Reaver.
Oh? Oh! Wait, what?
So, in the end, you succeed. Executioner.
Nani?
With my flesh as kindling, like the first dawn of the new world.
Did he just kill Lygus? Is that what just happened right there? I'm so confused. That's how many cycles it took me to 3-star MOC. Wow. Well, he is a bot. Oh, so you can just fix him then? You just put him back together?
This world is a fall.
Can you find the answer?
But let's be fair, like, nobody's gonna miss Lygus. Nobody.
Soaring above the land.
What's MOC? I have no idea, that's why I said MOC. I'm like, I don't know what an MOC is.
This ends now. With your corpse.
I'll ignite the dawn.
So, who is... Oh! The Flame Reaver is Phainon?
How is this possible?
No, it's not Phainon. Wait, what? What?
The sons of destruction.
Phainon versus old Phainon? Is that Phainon? I don't even know.
You can set your blood ablaze.
From the previous cycle?
Your fury.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Auto battle function is disabled. Well, that's annoying. All right, let's defense us up.
Earth shatters, heaven trembles.
like so, and then we're gonna do single target. I actually have to think now. Now I actually have to think. Oh, fun fact, I finally got boots for Don Hung, so he shouldn't be so slow now. I finally got speed boots. It took me forever. I don't know why speed boots are so hard to get. I'm guessing we should attack the small ones? I guess? I don't know. Oops. You know what? Screw it. We'll attack the big guy. Let's go ahead and put more shields on.
Mountains roar, dragons rise!
And then attack big guy. Welcome in, PT. Welcome in. Congratulations for your 151st shrine check-in. Received a small curse and love. Speaking about which, I didn't do my own shrine check-in. And I visited shrine 368 times. Received a great curse and happiness. Oof. Oof. See? Obviously not ranked. Obviously not ranked. And thank you for the head pat, PT. Memory of Chaos, one of the resetting in-game modes used to get Jades. Oh, okay, so it's a game mode in Honkai. That makes sense. The loot must be delivered. I don't know, I think darkness can defeat darkness too. Source, Kingdom Hearts. Not according to Martin Luther King Jr. Not according to him.
Our cute play session is over. With enough believers, lies become reality! Gotcha!
Okay.
You can't run!
All will one day return to the plane tree.
Alright, let's go ahead and do this.
You want to take advantage?
I thought I did this. I guess I did not do that.
Dragons,
Let's do this.
soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
Found me.
Oh yeah, is Martin Luther King Jr. a Keyblade Master? Yes. Yes, he is. He's the ultimate Keyblade Master. You didn't know that? You did not know that, PT?
My fury.
Oh, that's a lot of copies. Too bad you are so dead.
I am.
D-E-D dead. You're not surviving this, sir.
Saw one person alone. We witnessed the miracle. Such is the will of fate.
This is shocking. Yeah, it is shocking, but now you know.
Only me. You. Why not let wrath incinerate fate? Gods. At last, Amphorius's fate has begun to shift. Just as I foretold, your arrival will change everything. After all, you've also been bathed in that Eon's gaze, which can awaken the long-dormant instinct inside a man.
Okay, so in other words, because we arrived to this planet, we have broken the cycle.
Much like that scepter we spoke of earlier, it was only under the same Eon's glance that it was reborn. That's right. If you recall, I mentioned it at the very start of our play. The celestial body neuron, once belonging to the erudition abandoned by the Eon. Now, allow me to reveal the final piece of the puzzle for you. The eternal land, known as Amphorius, is nothing more than the scepter's endless, lonely extrapolation. a bottomless well of fury aimed at the god who cast it aside.
Final era nova before the eternal reoccurrence begins.
Phainon, we set out on this journey to answer the world's desire, didn't we?
That's what it means to be a Chrysosaur. So has it always been.
Then why? Why must Emphorius' wishes be so cruel? We made the best choices we could, whenever we could. But in the end, the prophecy that led us, this black tide swallowing everything. Why does it look like this?
You see it too. Those burn marks. The flickering cubes. They're not a tide at all. They're more like a shattered tail of slate.
Standing here, the voices of Titans have never been clearer. Turns out, they were coming from the black tide all along. Is that Emphorius crying?
The Matrix has been broken. That's what it seems like. I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. I'll be real, like, it feels like we're in a simulated universe?
Or maybe it is screaming at its creator, at its god.
Phainon, do you still remember when I was little? I had a dream. A dark, cold room with nothing but Orynyx's curtain glowing like crystal. The curtain seemed to contain all of Emphorius, where strange and fantastic dramas played out within. There were countless versions of us, from countless different worlds.
Perhaps it wasn't a dream.
Yeah. As I gaze out at the world before me, those sorrowful thoughts have become reality. So, this is the reason the sky was sealed. Emphorius is merely a larger ID Silicii. We are just characters in this tiny world, following the prophecy, stepping onto the same journey over and over. What then is this so-called Era Nova? And what are the spectators watching all of this truly hoping for?
As a reward for reaching the end of the world, let me answer your questions.
So Emphorius is a giant computer. We have virtual memory, which is Cypher, and we have Caceres, which is a recycle bin. Alright, recycle bin, that makes sense. Caceres is death. I'm not getting the memory portion from Cypher, though. That I'm not understanding. I would understand more if memory was like Aglaia. No, Tribby. Tribby would make sense because she's like the oldest, right? But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he said he'll answer our questions. Let's see. Memory to run the program. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I gotcha. Because she did something that allowed the world to live for another 1,000 years or something, right?
As the Theoros, I have observed. Thus is the synthesis of the prime mover of life formed. This is a moment the universe will remember. After millions of extrapolations, the experimental environment known as Amphorius has finally achieved results.
So, the results you speak of are this wreckage of a world. We all gave everything we had, returning 12 core flames to recreate the world. And in return, we become nothing more than sacrificial offerings at the end of everything.
Exactly. The Titans are Chrysos heirs of the past, and Chrysos heirs are the Titans of the future.
That makes sense.
Anaxagoras' theory of Era Nova holds true. As the model of reason, he reached unprecedented heights. But from just the perspective of a player in the drama, he could never fully uncover the last layer of truth. The cycles of the hero's journey that have played out until now were never about creating a new world or perfect heroes and gods. They were a deep learning program made for the Black Tide.
AI?
But this time, your plot will fail. I've taken Catholi's core flame, and when the dawn of the new world arrives, its light will burn away all the darkness.
Haven't I made myself clear? The Chrysos heirs and Titans were merely byproducts of the experiment. You've seen this world's evolution, witnessed the birth and growth of the Black Tide, and how it devoured everything. Every generation of heroes, gods, and worlds was born only to be destroyed by it. This is the endpoint of Amphorius' calculations. A perfect equation of destruction.
So in your eyes, all the sacrifices are just a string of insignificant numbers?
Don't sell yourselves short. I'd say, rather than numbers, you're more like fuel for the fire. And without fire, there can be no sunrise tomorrow.
Even if that sunrise is born from annihilation.
Curious question. Have you ever considered that after millions of extrapolations, Amphorius is already following a different path from the erudition? It has long since granted divine blessings equally to each child. The golden blood flowing in your veins, it comes from the blemished one, whose name is destruction itself. And Amphorius' Chrysos heirs were, from the very beginning, fuel for the Aeon to burn the universe. Amphorius has waited for this moment for too long. At the end of the empty, cold, and lonely extrapolations, the destruction has reached its final destination. Nikos 496.
Huh?
Philia 093.
Those look like usernames.
No need to feel regret. This generation of Chrysos heirs is the most outstanding model, and you two are the final factors. For you, the Era Nova is no lie. Just step forward, embrace the black tide, and accept the Eon's gaze.
Computer file names, I guess. Okay, something I noticed is that Penacony was confusing. But this world is even more confusing than Penacony. Are they just going with, like, let's get as confusing as possible with each world we put out? Because that's what it feels like right now.
You will come to life from a string of cold
Lygus is malware. That explains it.
All those who have passed, you will run toward the real universe, fulfilling Amphorius's long-held wish. In the name of the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb, unleash its fury and destroy the source of all this tragedy.
This world is 2 times longer than Penacony from what people say. Yeah, it definitely is longer, that's for sure. I felt like Penacony was long. This one was like, hold my bear, I got ya.
Or we could always choose another option. Like you said, Amphorius is just an experiment, and we're the participants. We can only walk along the predetermined path toward the ending, under the watchful eyes of the stars. But that also means that there isn't just one Eon who can cast their glance at Amphorius, right? Is this question really that hard to answer? Or did I guess it right? And in reality, this world has already been under the watch of other Eons. It's strange when you think about it. If you just stayed back, watching us complete the ritual and get consumed by the black tide, your goal would naturally be achieved. Why go through the trouble of explaining all this to us?
You're pretending. Revealing the so-called truth just to deceive us. Covering up another possibility. Destruction is not the only outcome for the fate of Amphorius.
Do you two
Lygus be stupid.
as
Yeah.
petty little demigods, you can change the outcome written by the stars? What makes you think you're capable of doing that?
A little courage and determination. Just kidding. The answer is pretty simple. But we're not gonna tell ya. We're going to weave a long dream for Amphorius, making it believe the experiment hasn't ended, that everything is still ongoing.
With just Orynyx's power, though, it should be impossible to achieve this, right?
Yeah. So, I can only place my hopes on that childhood dream. And the god behind Orynyx that appeared in that dream. Now, I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that Eon records Amphorius. If it fades from existence, and all that it records is lost among the stars, that Eon will surely direct their gaze here. And it will be a glance that spans time and space, transforming each incarnation of me into the power you shall wield to reset time, imbuing my soul into this ceremonial blade, and creating an endless flame-chase journey.
I understand. Then let me step into the cycles and continue Amphorius's grand design. To deceive the gods, deceive the world itself. But to make time vanish from this world, that would mean you.
In the recycle
Alright,
bin she goes.
alright, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey. So, come on, cheer up a bit, okay? In that memory, you will definitely meet me again. A little Cyrene who knew nothing, lying on a soft patch of grass, feeling the light breeze, dreaming of the distant world. Tell her about the flame chase journey, and then let her become a romantic part of this story. I believe every Cyrene will make the same choice, erasing time again and again, resetting time over and over. After all, they're all me, and I will always have my charm. Then, I'll fall into a sweet dream, disappearing in some small corner of the world. Quietly, waiting for the day when that next page is turned.
And I will keep going. Even if the road ahead is dark, I will burn myself to light the way. Rather than let the core flames become nourishment for the Black Tide, I'll become their vessel. To prevent the arrival of Aranova. Even if I have to burn through my own body, it's no matter. As long as I don't extinguish, the flame chase will never end. Until Amphorius welcomes a true dawn.
The girl who watches over time, and the warrior who carries the world. Now, let us fulfill the duties of time and world-bearing. Honor the past, and forge ahead.
I promise you, the pain will pass in the blink of an eye.
You need to hold tight to this ceremonial blade. After I'm gone, it will take you back to the beginning of time. The start of a new story. I believe that in that story, we're in countless stories, each alike yet unique. Everyone, all the companions who sacrificed themselves, alongside the deliverer we once dreamed of as children, will reunite beneath a vast, endless sky.
If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground. Until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Amphorius's fate.
So, let's set out. We will be the ones to start everything. Carry the primordial chaos, just as your name suggests, and bear this world we hold so dear. So long, Kaslana.
As the Theros I have observed, instruction and synthesis is formed.
Okay, that's a cutscene and a half. That's pretty colors. I love those colors.
I will wait for that day, for as long as it takes. The day will come whenever this immortal turtle and follows in our footprint to write a new thing than that ever was.
So March is the Time Titan, or was the Time Titan, and got out of Amphorius, I'm guessing? And doesn't remember because she's outside of Amphorius?
That will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too? Right.
Because March seems to have some sort of role in this world, it feels like. I don't know. I'm so confused.
The world is collapsing. And the people are crying. We too must part ways here. Friend.
So he goes by Koslana? But he's Phainon. He's not Koslana. He's Phainon.
Ides Elysiae, the little village of my childhood. The gentle breeze and the sound of waves still linger. Everything is as it was. It feels good to take one last look. You know, this is just a corner of the memory. The real Ides Elysiae.
Kevin, his counterpart in Elysian Realm. Okay.
I know. I'm here to say goodbye. We might not see each other again. You can stay here forever. And time will stand still for you. Let it flow. It's time for me to go. Even if it's a path with no turning back. When have we ever had the luxury of turning back?
Hello, Auroras. Welcome in, welcome in. Congratulations for your 30th Shrine check-in. Received a small curse and happiness. And thank you so much for the pink redeem. Woo. But in the game, his true name is Kosalana, I guess? Okay.
Are you afraid? After learning the truth of your origins, will you see the motivation I gave you as the manipulating whispers of destruction?
I just don't deserve to be happy, I guess. Cry, cry, cry. You do deserve to be happy. It's just for today. Tomorrow you'll get a blessing for sure. I got a great curse today. It was a great curse. I know I got a curse today. So you're not the only one, and it was in happiness as well. We'll all be sad together. Don't worry. What was it? I got a great curse and happiness. So don't worry. We'll be sad together. Sad times are coming. I hope not. Sheesh. I really hope not.
The convictions and choices that come from my heart. I don't believe they're designed by the so-called paths. If we are just numbers, simulating life, then you are the image I've always longed for. The person I wish to become. A real, living person. A true hero. Then why do we part here? You can take me with you, and we can start this journey together. I'll be by your side, guiding you, just like before.
Right, freaking same. I would like some positivity, please. I mean, yeah. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. It's just today. Tomorrow will be better.
No. I'm afraid I'm on my own this time. Why? Because there is no perfect solution in this world. Cyrene has already embraced her fate. And I will embrace my origin. Destruction. And with this power, I will rebel against its creator, bringing endless fury to the darkness, sweeping the world. If you stay by my side, I'll hesitate. But this world can't afford a soldier who wavers. Do you remember when we were kids? Everyone would get so excited drawing cards like ruler or warrior, but throw fits over devil or drunkard and demand a redo. Kids always get to change their minds. Things are so happy and simple for them. But when it comes to the fate of adults, there's no room for redos. Then go, Kaslana, as you promised. Deceive the world. Seize the core flames and rewrite your fate. Burn yourself up with all your might. Wield your futility like a sword. And fight against the gods. In the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget this.
Okay.
So, time retreated behind me until it reached the origin, where nothing ever existed. Just as Professor Anaxa once said, in that void, Kefali stood at the center of chaos. Time, space, and causality all flowed from their body. When the waves of time finally calmed, it was the year 3870 of the light calendar. The Chrysos War had lasted for nearly a century, and the threat of the Black Tide was growing stronger and more relentless. That was the era of the Day Thunder Knight's battle with the sky. While she could not seize the core flame, she proved that the prophecy was true. That mortals could slay gods. From that moment, the sole survivor of the old dynasty, Imperator Saritra,
Saritra, isn't? Oh, she's a character that we haven't seen yet.
Heirs to wage war on the Titans. And that was the first doomed flame chase journey, sealed away in history.
She's like the chess girl, if I'm not mistaken. The first eternal recurrence?
So what you're saying is, you've traveled back down the River of Time, finally reaching this untouched seabed just to tell us the Flame Chase journey and even all of Amphorius are nothing but illusions in an eon's dreams?
Exactly. So, Dux Gladiora, please take me to meet Her Majesty Saritra. I must share the truth with her.
I don't know what's going on. I just don't. I cannot compute.
Since Her Majesty's not here, no need for formalities. The word Gladiorum always reminds me of my fallen homeland buried deep in the depths. Call me High Sealans, Nameless Swordmaster.
Please allow me to add one more thing. You actually already know my name.
You mean Phainon? Such a name could never be your true one. But I won't question you further about it.
She's not wrong.
Ever since Her Majesty issued the Flame Chase decree, heroes from all over have sent their letters of introduction. What's the harm in adding one more name like Phainon or Paean? Besides, the deep sea is dark. Isn't it the perfect place to hide secrets best left unseen?
Facepalm, yeah, the Paean part, yeah, that was kind of lame.
All right, Nameless Swordmaster. Hold on to my wake. Let's find somewhere else to talk.
Aren't you even a little suspicious of what I've said?
Harboring suspicions is not my concern.
Dad jokes, really? I love a good dad joke, but that one was just facepalm worthy for sure. That one was cringe. That one was dumb. I like a good dad joke. That was not a good one.
The Imperator harbors doubts. There's no use in speaking further. Show me your true intentions through action.
Oh, thank you for the transformation, Redeem. Alright, Phainon technique. When Phainon is in the team, technique point limit increases, and using his technique defeats enemies within a certain range ahead. So, wait, what?
Perhaps you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tide for us.
Wait, is this his actual skill when you have him? Because if so, that is awesome. You skip the whole battle. I mean, I know Fei Zhao, you usually skip the battle too with hers, which I loved, but like, you literally skip the battle.
Light up the dawn.
Give me a blessing, please. I will do my best for you, Soulbane. Soulbane visited Shrine 41 times and received a blessing in health. Congratulations, Soulbane. Your 100 bits helped you get a blessing. Works every time. Of course, because you paid your dues to the shrine. Of course it helped. I don't have him, so I don't know. First, you gotta appeal to V's once. Yes, and money does work. Isn't Acheron the same?
My childhood
I don't know. I don't think I actually used Acheron. I didn't use her ability. I have Acheron and I used her a bit, but I don't think I had actually used her ability.
Oh. Nice moves.
He bribed the shrine and it worked. It worked. It's a good way to do it.
Light up the dawn.
Bye-bye.
We just washed it away and here it comes again.
Oh, but I don't think we get like XP or anything by
really
doing
no
it.
joke.
We just make them disappear. I don't think we actually get XP though.
Light up the dawn.
Or maybe we do? I don't think we do though. Yeah, that's Phainon's skill, just like Acheron's, except Phainon can skip multiple enemies at once. Ooh, nice.
The waters end here. The one you seek is beyond this point.
At last, I can meet with Her Majesty Saridra herself. Are there any formalities I need to observe?
He erases and incinerates them. Even the loot. Okay, so yeah, you don't get any loot from it. That's disappointing.
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty, and most of all, don't bow. The Imperator despises such rituals, especially when the heads of those taller than her bend beneath her crown.
She really is down to earth.
Acheron's does give loot though. Oh, that's good to know. That's definitely good to know.
The second thing to note, only trusted ones may come near her. Keep 5 paces distance until the Imperator allows otherwise.
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Well, experience is a good thing. Stay sharp, and you'll be just fine.
Okay. I guess we'll ascend and meet Saridra, whatever her name is, which I believe she's the chess person, if I'm not mistaken. The roller. That's Aglaya.
Goldweaver. Little hostage. Apologies
Little
for keeping you
hostage?
waiting.
They called Tribby little hostage? Oh my god. What is going on?
It's you.
You know them? Good. That makes things easier.
Before that, I'm more curious about one thing. Where is Her Majesty Saridra?
To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless swordmaster. Although we spoke and laughed along the way, I never said you were entitled to meet her.
I don't think you guys laughed along the way. There was no laughing.
The Imperator decreed, the Deliverer will not appear in this age. Be wary of suspicious individuals. Come now, both of you. Let's finish our job.
I see. It's a trap.
I don't like this lady. She has no personality and is just meh. So far, not a fan of her either. I like her look. Her look is cool. But personality-wise, nah.
I had no intention of fighting.
She would be a skip for me.
So remember this, Lady High Sealant. If my sword shows any hesitation, don't thank me. Thank them instead.
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysoceres hurt each other. Just give us some time to ask you a few questions.
The Nestia's golden threads will judge you and decide your fate.
As you wish.
White-haired swordmaster? If what you say is true, then you must know the fate of the world. So, how much do you know about what we read from the prophecy?
I skipped Hyacinth because she's a damage over time character and I don't have a damage over time team. Yeah, I definitely don't have a damage over time team either. So yeah, she's definitely a skip for me too. Not only because of her personality, but also damage over time, meh. I can't wait for the new world to be announced and new characters because I have over 170 pulls ready to go and I plan on getting maybe a couple characters in the next one because I skipped almost every character this one. I got Archer and Saber because they came out in their light cones, and then I got Cypher because Cypher's adorbs. Besides Black Swan, I hate this lady. Speak of Triby's prophecy.
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither in the soil of foreign lands. Is that correct, Lady Triby?
How?
How is this possible?
He got it right?
Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here. At least, not in this era.
You must listen to me, Aglaya, Triby. The Phainon of this world has not yet been born. In a distant future, he will follow the prophecy's guidance and appear before you. But do not seek him out. Because Era Nova is a complete and utter lie. I will tell you the truth. And you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path to Era Nova. Because I know both of you. And I believe that no matter how the course of history may change, the faith we all share will always remain the same. And so, the layers of rock began to reverse, and history wove itself anew. Through my old acquaintances, I was given the chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey, Saridra. And after a long and arduous negotiation, we came to an agreement. The Imperator's alliance needed the destruction, and I was ready to pour all my strength into it. The spoils of the Flame Chase, the core flames, would be sealed by my hand. But the condition was this. In the upcoming battle, in our conquest of the Earth, I had to prove that my power could transcend fate. In the original history, there was a brutal war. At the end, the Titankin of Georios, Terravox, killed the rampaging Titan and took the core flame that supported the Earth. But this time, Amphorius encountered a turning point in its fate. Neither side suffered any losses. When I severed the Titan's head and raised the core flame high, The crowd gathered around the scorched remains of the god, roaring with joy, cheering for the hero of the destruction, who had ignited the faint spark of life for the first time. Yes, in that flickering light, the once dark path ahead seemed to become clear. I proved myself. And in the long years that followed, I brought down the other titans, one by one. I could do more than just wait. When time resets, the chance to change the world also emerges from the lines of history. Until finally, the brutal future revealed by Era Nova is reversed. But tell me, if that's truly the case, why are we doomed to the same outcome?
The first eternal recurrence. End.
The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphorius. At this point, I just want to know. When they vanished into the black tide with their mortal bodies, why didn't you shed even a single tear? Your indifference chills me. To you, were they just a bunch of insignificant footnotes? Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, with 12 core flames upon me, the fire in my heart has never been more violent. I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never truly leave me. Perhaps it's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So, draw your sword, Executioner. I'll make sure you realize that your greatest mistake was leaving me alive.
Okay, so he's the executioner. So his Kalana, whatever his name is, was the executioner of a past life.
He
Kaslana.
raised his sword and attacked. Then Kaslana killed himself that day. Who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future. I can't remember anymore. I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows just out of sight, futilely pushing a stone ball. Climb, fall, climb, fall, climb again, and fall. The only freedom the nymph had was in choosing how to roll the stone. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow. Sometimes resting on a gentler slope, leaning against the stone for a break. But its choice couldn't change the futility of it all. The stone would always roll back down the slope, and the nymph would always return to the starting point, beginning again. After that, every time I reached this point in the cycle, the burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the peak at the 4th quint of curtain fall hour, then fall to the starting point in the first 15 seconds of the next entry hour. And my efforts in this cycle would dissolve into nothing at the same time.
Eternal recurrence. Number 1. Subject Kaslana persuaded the 12 Chrysoseirs to recover all 12 core flames in a peaceful way. After verification, the unauthorized access did not have a substantive impact on the experimental process. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysoseers were terminated strictly in the predetermined experimental sequence and successfully loaded into the buffer. Subject Kaslana regressed the extrapolation process, and abnormal fluctuations were detected in his mind function. Admin notes: the first devastating failure. Alright, that's a lot to read, but we'll go ahead and read it right after this ad break. So, see you guys in a few. Be right back. You have no proof. You have no proof. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back from ad break. Maddie visited Shrine 22 times. I received a small blessing towards a wish. Congrats for your 6th blessing. Daimao Chan visited Shrine 27 times and received a small curse in business. Hopefully better luck next time. But welcome back, everyone. Welcome back from ad break. Yeah, I was in fact muted. I don't even know if I was muted when I said we were going to ad break. I probably wasn't, to be fair. Oops. Oh, well. It happens. Insert meme here. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and read this long book of texts. Here we go. Eternal Recurrence number 2. Subject Castellana adopted a strategy similar to the Eternal Recurrence number 1. No substantive impact on the experimental progress was observed. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysospheres terminated normally in sequence. Subject Castellana regressed the extrapolation process. Eternal Recurrence number 3. Minor adjustments detected in Subject Castellana's strategy. Decision waiting for avoid sacrifice of past companions have been increased. After verification, this adjustment did not have a substantive impact on the experimental progress. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysospheres terminate normally in sequence. Subject Castellana regressed the extrapolation process. Eternal Recurrence number 15. Subject Castellana attempted to decompile the Black Tide for the first time, aiming to elevate access privileges and execute unauthorized access authorization operations against specific subjects, represented by the 12 Chrysospheres. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysospheres terminated normally in sequence. Subject Castellana regressed the extrapolation process. Eternal Reoccurrence number 42. Subject Castellana's 11th attempt to breach the scepter's core layer has failed. The decision weighing for avoid sacrifices of past companions showed a minor decline. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysospheres terminated in sequence. Subject Castellana regressed the extrapolation process. Eternal Reoccurrence number 133. Analysis of observations from Eternal Reoccurrence number 83 to number 133 indicates that Subject Castellana's strategy is gradually converging with that of the Eternal Reoccurrence number 42. Over-synchronicity risk detected. Potential cognitive function degradation suspected. Admin notes, this will undoubtedly reinforce the Iron Tome's destruction vector, with expectations, no intervention required. Continue observation. I have awoken and now I'm everyone's problem. Mill visited Shrine 52 times and received a blessing and money. Congrats. I'll trade you for my great curse of money if you like. I got a great curse, so I'll trade you if you like. Eternal Reoccurrence number 134. The 134th Eternal Reoccurrence. Can we even trade? I don't know how that works. No, we can't. I wish we could.
Nonsense.
I would love to trade.
I thought cycles was the answer you were looking for.
No. It's just that the answer came so suddenly. There was no fun in tracing it back to its roots. Eons? Paths? What a load of nonsense.
I can't give you an exact explanation of those two concepts either.
Your curse is probably gonna be an MTG card. Oh shoot, that reminds me, I'm supposed to get some cards today, actually. I'm supposed to get that delivered today. Hold on, let me check my Amazon, see if it's been delivered. Because if so, I might need a... My table's delivered. I'm gonna have to go get that in a minute. The yap yap never ends, yeah? No, it never ends. They are still yap yapping, and I still have no idea what's going on.
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand? I was already expecting this. The black tide came from beyond the sky. And everything else is no exception.
Fate is a strange thing. No matter how the details of history change, the Anaxa I know always remains as harsh as ever.
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, I'd make sure to find a way to break the cycles and crush them in their cradles. Too bad. Now only you have the ability to do that.
What's that supposed to mean? You're willing to help?
Of course. The core flames were meant to save the world. And in my opinion, the noble Titans have no reason to refuse. Besides, according to you, before stepping into these endless cycles, you were my pupil.
I've already heard the same thing. Countless times.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go. If we run into any other scholars, leave them to me. We've all made preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help.
Alright, we can skip these guys. They're not important. Just skip them all.
You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
If you're talking about in past cycles.
Hold up. Keep your wits about you. Someone's watching us.
Mischievous little Cypher.
Pretty boy, your eyesight's better than I thought. As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down, it's you, isn't it, white hair?
You sure do love stealing the spotlight.
Anaxa, that is ironic. Ironic coming from you. When you decide to take over the whole voting shenanigans with your speech, that is ironic. Whenever I order anything from the Pokemon Center, they put the sender address as returns. I think it's because they've been having problems with thieves stealing Pokemon cards from packages. Interesting. I did not know that. I don't order anything from Pokemon Center. As I said earlier, I'm kind of on a Nintendo/Pokemon boycott right now. So I don't do anything Pokemon right now. Scalpers? Possibly.
In the name of the Seven Sages, I demand that you immediately step away from the Luminary Throne. This is the sacred ground of reason, and no one may desecrate it. Take my words back to Aglaya. I won't say the same thing twice, Catgirl.
Oh my! You won't even call me the demigod of trickery. That is just heartbreaking. I have some words for you, too. First, as one of the most heretical blasphemers in the world, you have no right to lecture me.
You tell him, Cypher. You tell him.
This is none of your business, Grove Boy. Step aside. I don't want anyone getting hurt.
I love Cypher.
Here we go. Again.
Core Flame thieves. You really think you can scare off a sage of the Grove with nothing but empty threats?
Yeah. But they're not empty.
Gloomy little brat's got a sharp tongue. Ooh,
Gloomy little brat.
I kinda like you. As a return favor, feast on Circe's core flame right here. Aw, don't cry now.
That was close. I'm out of here.
Peace. Spirit Thief's Trickery at it again. Bro, we just got like 2 big ass boxes of Pokemon cards the other day, and I low-key want to buy one just cuz. Not a whole box, just a little pack in the box. Booster boxes are fun. I have Magic the Gathering cards coming today, which is the Avatar Last Airbender booster box. So we will be posting that at some point of what we get. I love booster boxes. We might have a problem. We might have a problem. Or a solution. Maybe it's a solution. It's definitely a solution. I'm so glad they gave her a mature voice and not a high-pitched voice. Oh, Cypher? Yeah. I love it. They nailed her. The Spirit Thief is a self-proclaimed well-known master thief across Amphorius. They enjoy stealing treasures others are just about to obtain, and then vanishing into the void with their stolen goods. They tend to leave a coin of whimsy and mockery in the aftermath. We already went through this. This has already been... Yeah, we've gone through this. That's not the first time we read that.
They're exactly like all the past ones I've known. Cunning. And yet so naive.
Sounds like you have a plan?
Of course. When I first set out on the flame chase journey, Lady Treby never managed to teach me Oryx's miracle. But along the way, I learned a thing or two.
I saw the Avatar cards, they look good, but I spend all my money on Digimon and Gundam cards. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta decide what you want to spend your money on. It definitely gets costly, especially with trading cards. Okay, so what am I doing? Oh, I need to go back here. Alright, so we need to do time again.
I don't know.
Okay, so I can't remember how we do this. Oh yeah. I remember. Got it. Nailed it. Challenge completed.
The Venerationists' foolish inventions finally come in handy.
How is this possible?
You've arrived, Zacharias. Always so punctual.
What? Do you know who I am?
I'm running out of patience, so I'm not going to waste words. Listen up, Spirit Thief. Hand over the core flame, and let's pretend we never clashed. This way, you and this world can still be saved.
Save? You sing better than any bard.
Not any bard. Dandelion from Witcher 3 might be the best bard. So not any bard. That reminds me, I got paid yesterday. I want to see if I have all my rent money this week or if I need to keep saving. Yeah, rent is expensive and very important.
If you ask me, you're the greatest disaster Amphorius has ever known.
I would say save, even if you have your rent money. It's important to have like a good, I would say 10K in the bank just in case in savings. I personally try to have that rule.
No matter how strong you are, you're still just a...
So that way I never have to worry about money.
Core flames? Don't make me laugh. You just get consumed by the divine flames and drag this world down with you.
134.
What?
This is the 134th cycle I've lived through. And the number of core flames I carry is...
1,596.
Yes.
1,000 core flames and just a single Chrysos hair. How is that even possible?
I've come this far. And that's proof enough.
But someday you will burn to the ground.
Of course. The divine flames will eventually consume my eyes and blind me. But before that, they could still forge and sharpen Dawnmaker. Now when I cut open your stomach, you won't feel a thing.
Yeah, I got my rent money. I'm trying to save up for a new computer. Oh yeah, computers are very costly, especially if you get one with good components. For sure, for sure.
This is the final warning.
Fine! Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities. And no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,999 of them all point to outcomes of certain destruction. Even so, I'll use my divine power, despised by the people of this world, to achieve that 1 in 100 million possibility.
Bartolos!
Brett, if you've got the guts, you'll have to first step over my dead body.
Okay, I guess we're fighting them.
Cat ears feet, run!
No other choice.
This little brat is not a threat we can deal with just by ourselves.
Future will come. For tomorrow.
He asked for it. He wanted a fight. He gets a fight.
Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. New sun, tear the sky.
That's right. Destroy the world.
How absurd.
In my memories, Zagreus always meets the same end. Over and over again. Their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart.
This reason core flame before us is a fake. Obvious as day.
I know. I know. It always plays out like this. The spirit thief covers for her, and the trickery demigod escapes with 2 core flames. And then, driven by defiance or hatred, she decides to stand before me once more. Exactly like the countless past hers I've known. Cunning, yet so naive.
Since you've witnessed the same scene play out countless times, tell me, will you carve the trickery core flame from my chest now?
That depends on your attitude. At least so far, in the cycles where you've asked this question, the endings haven't been so cruel.
Well, thank you for that. But I also believe that this time, you won't catch up to me. No one can catch up to me. I'm no longer running to escape anymore.
Whether you believe me or not, I'll still tell you this. You've made the wrong decision.
All right, then. We'll see.
Silence.
This is new.
Huh.
One-eyed boy. What are you trying to pull now?
Go, Cyphera. Give us some time in private. This isn't for her, but for you. You've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss a possibility. Maybe the road you're walking is not one of salvation, but one that will simply drag the world into the flames. For all time's sake, turn back. I don't care how many times you've tried, because there's one thing I'm sure of. Your Messiah complex has turned you into something no different from the icy gods you spoke of. The children of humanity you swore to save. They are no more than ants to you now, aren't they?
Anaxa has a point at the same time. Anaxa kinda is explaining himself there too.
Of course. I've been wondering, what kind of demon could burn my homeland to the ground in an instant without batting an eye? Now I have the answer. It turns out that fiery demon has been fantasizing of becoming this world's deliverer.
I don't want to argue anymore. No matter what I say, the outcome won't change.
Hello, welcome in, Chaos Dale, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, night, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is where you're at. How's a heartwarming story? Confusing. It's very, very confusing. I wouldn't really call it heartwarming either.
Make your biggest effort to resist. Or accept fate. And hand over the core flame to me. Even if it's futile, we all have the right to choose.
It's a romance story, as Cyrene says. She said that twice, too, and it's like, how is it a romance story? A romantic drama? I romanticize. Maybe she meant romanticized drama? Maybe that's what it is? I don't know. It's a heartwarming story, as Xiaoji says. I suppose? It's more confusing than anything for me.
Yes. Even if it is futile, and the world is just a divine joke.
When I walk into the destruction ridden by the gods, with my own 2 legs, you will witness. Even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in this story.
And so, at the end of the 134th cycle, the Traveler and the Scholar fulfilled their fates once again. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who fulfilled their fates. I can't quite remember all this.
Wait, she's not dead? What I miss? Weird. Okay, Timberwolves, the story is pretty much... We are going through a cycle. Like, the world goes through cycles, and it's been through 33 million cycles. And it repeats the same thing over and over again with slightly different details each time. And the only person who seems to know what's going on is the Flame Reaver, or whatever he's called, who is Phainon, but past Phainon, known by another name. That's what I'm getting from this. I don't know if I'm right, but that's kind of what I got from it so far. So this is Cypher from a past cycle of this world.
In the endless darkness, for no reason, the voice always lingered by my ear.
Kaslana is past Phainon, who becomes the Flame Reaver.
Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value.
I think I got it right, I don't know.
Reduced to ashes. Such a familiar end. It happens in every journey. Always the same.
I would say he is original since there are a bunch of Phainon. Yeah, he's like the original Phainon, and he like somehow remembers that they're in a cycle, and then he somehow becomes the Flame Reaver. Eternal Reoccurrence number 134. Subject Castellana's 103rd attempt to breach the scepter core layer has failed. Decision wait for avoid sacrifices of past companions approaching 0.00018. Over synchronicity risk detected. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysoseirs terminated in sequence. Subject Castellana regressed the extrapolation process. External reoccurrence number 5297. Subject Castellana's 5266 attempt to breach the scepter's core layer has failed. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysoseirs terminated in sequence, with the trend of acceleration noted. Subject Castellana regressed the extrapolation process. Note, subject strategy now nearly identical to Eternal Reoccurrence number 42. Mind function degradation detected, with possible irreversible damage. Administrator directive received. No more prompts about the risk of mind function damage. And then this is more. Okay. Eternal reoccurrence number 12398. Subject Castellana's 12,367th attempt to breach the scepter's core layer has failed. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysoseirs terminate in sequence. The extrapolation progress regress. Eternal reoccurrence 23779. Subject Castellana's 23,748th attempt to breach the scepter's core layer has failed. The life cycles of the 12 Chrysoseirs terminated in sequence. They all failed. Okay. It looks like they all failed, and failed. Yeah, so it all says the same thing. Okay. Eternal reoccurrence number 108642. $33,441,000. The 108,642nd eternal reoccurrence.
You don't look so good, Deliverer.
He's been through a few life cycles, so yeah, he probably is not looking too hot.
Even after going through 108,642 cycles. Mighty, your name for me has never changed.
Why do you sound so pleased? It's a derogatory name.
Yeah, I know all too well. You only meant it sincerely in the first cycle. After that one and only time we walked side by side. Every time since. It always ends up like this.
Thank you for the drink. I'll go ahead and drink and let this play.
Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your weak spot. And the only way to kill you.
And the stretch.
Tell me, when the mighty Moses of the past faced you, did they ever retreat?
Love stacking by stabbing our dear friends over and over.
Never.
Yeah, after you do it a time or two or three or four, I think you become desensitized, which is what people have said about him.
Then they died honorably, worthy of the name of strife. But there's still tenderness in your eyes. How pathetic.
I have to remember how this feels.
He's trying to remember his humanity, but it's kind of hard when you live so long.
Remember that
and
I was
do the
once
same thing over and over.
Or else the destruction will completely consume me.
If you win, tell the mighty most of the next life. This person is a worthy opponent. So always remember to give it your all and never slack off.
I'll keep that in mind. As always.
Even though the dynasty is left with just one, the Kremnos festival will continue as usual. I, the king of the Kremnoan Legion, will host the final feast in the center of this arena, and the prize will be the flames of strife. One day, you shall die with a wound in your back. That's what I saw when I overcame the trial. The gods' dying ramblings.
Oh, and that's actually what the Flame Reaver did to him.
Enough. You've probably heard this thousands of times. So you must understand, facing the demigod of strife means there's no way you'll take this core flame in peace.
I understand.
Step forward and face me in a final battle. I, the last son of Gorgo, the demigod of strife, salute you. I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the blazing sun of deliverance.
Oh, okay. I was not expecting him to transform like that, but there we go. Auto battle is disabled. Damn it! Let us auto battle.
And will not end
It's time to temper myself.
Alright, I guess we'll do blast.
Future will come.
I guess. Oh, are we supposed to lose here? Oh, I think we're supposed to lose. Maybe that's why auto battle's not an option. Oh, we might lose. Oh, unless if this just kills him automatically. Maybe this just kills him automatically. Scripted fight says no auto battle. Yeah, apparently. How dare me think that I could auto battle this out?
So without substance. Empty shell.
Okay, now we do this.
Tear the sky.
I don't get how his ultimate works. I'm confused.
So without substance.
I don't get it.
Empty
Oops.
shell. All stars burn to ash.
Bounce.
Hail the new dawn.
Bounce, 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 bounce.
So without substance.
Okay, we're healed. I thought we were half dead, but I guess we healed during that. Basically, Castellana will be the only unit on board. Yeah, I see that. Okay. I'm surprised this Castellana is not available. I'm surprised they haven't made him available and just Phainon.
Curse of immortality.
But then again, he kind of seems overpowered, so maybe that's why. I mean, they could make him less overpowered. This Castellana is Phainon's ultimate. Okay. So it is Phainon.
In your next life, I shall once again block your path.
I mean, Castellana is Phainon. Okay, yeah, I just thought it was kind of like March 7th versus Evernight sort of thing, which I still don't know about that. No spoilers, please. But I kind of thought it could have been something like that in a way.
Deliver. I wish you eternal victory.
The 108,642nd core flame of strife fell into the fire. Yet the shadows of the black tide still loomed, and pain and despair spread across distant lands. The blaze was still not enough. It had to be fed, even if it meant burning this body to ash.
The 2 millionth eternal reoccurrence.
No matter how bright the sun is, there are still places it cannot reach.
Did you read the Phainon lore as in the As I've Written book? No, I have not. I've just been trying to catch up with main story. Because I am far behind, it feels like. Emperor Gombessa visited the shrine 6 times and received a great curse and money. Maybe tomorrow they'll get a blessing. Hopefully tomorrow.
Moreover, the sun you bear is both cold and blinding. A sun like that surely cannot bring warmth to the nether realm of the next life.
Golden blood is born from the destruction. We have long since lost the right to seek warmth. Only by feeding the flames can we melt that hopeless future.
Allow me to ask, how many core flames do you carry now?
Too many, that's how many.
24 million.
Oh my god.
41,183.
It kind of feels like you going about this is not working out for you.
Such a heavy burden. So that's why you've turned into this. A broken idol. Tragic firewood.
Oh, that's why he became a flame reaver. He had too many core flames on him.
No matter. I will bear this burden as long as you hand over the core flame of death.
I must refuse. As the demigod of death,
He's just throwing hands with everyone.
I cannot watch you walk into a fate more cruel than death.
That's why in the Flame Reaver boss he looks like a statue. Yeah, it's because of all the core flames he's consumed.
But this way, the past, present, and future will never again suffer unnecessary death.
Unnecessary death. Indeed. You are not the Phainon I know. Please turn back. Don't let that absurd and unjust fate of yours come to pass. This way, at least my realm can still become the fragrant bed where you fall asleep.
In the end, still, it seems the clash of blades was inevitable.
How painful. I know I am not your match, having fallen under your sword countless times. But even so, please understand that my resolve is not to be underestimated.
She's like, I know I'm gonna die, I know, but I'm not gonna just give it to you.
Even Kefali cannot shape all things at will, nor can they dictate the fate of all life. No one can shoulder the balance of life and death alone.
Phainon, you need a Kit Kat, bro? Yeah, I think he does need a Kit Kat.
And it is precisely for this reason that I chose, at the end of this arduous journey, to overcome the trial and take the authority of death. I am the Hand of Shadow, Castorus, the demigod of death. Listen closely, deliverer from days past. Please turn back. Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their muddy depths.
I don't think we're gonna turn back. Ooh. Okay, she turned into the dragon. To be fair, it sounds like they all die in the end, so might as well go down fighting. True. True. Durgan! Yes, it's a Durgan.
Yet, I will still fight, defending what hope remains.
If you think about it, Phainon's name meaning Shining One, but if you go to his Chinese name, it means calamity. Interesting. So he brings both light and destruction? I guess that makes sense, I suppose. Okay, so blast.
Tomorrow.
Oh, are we gonna die?
To rest here.
No, we don't die. Of course we don't die. We're the main character. Why would we die? That would be ridiculous if we died. I should have known better.
How is it any different from that brutal future?
This is nice music.
Keep him here.
Not the Evernight. All stars burn to ash. Empty shell. Field so without substance.
I'm sorry, Castorus. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this.
Even if I can't win, I must try.
Then let this be a tribute to your million struggles. But
Wake up, lost one. See
The firelight in the darkness is not.
The core flame of death was taken from the dragon's belly. What a brilliant flame. It should shine upon all, light the path ahead, and illuminate the dawn of Amphorius that's to come. 2,003,432 cycles. 24,041,184 core flames. As if even the deepest abyss of primordial chaos could be burned away.
The 4,000,001st eternal resurrection, or whatever, eternal whatever.
You're here, as always.
You're still lingering, deep within me, never fading away.
Because you haven't completely abandoned hope. Am I right? You're still waiting for a miracle. For the true hero to come and save us.
If that thread of hope exists, it must come from beyond this world. From the true starry sky.
It must be the main character of the show, me!
But if it's just a traveler with no connection to Amphorius, they may not understand our struggles, nor be willing to join this fight.
Your thoughts are wavering. The mark of destruction is deepening. But even within the gods' cold calculations, unconditional courage and goodwill still emerge. So, never forget what set you on this path. How many times has it been? Remind me again. My memory is a bit fuzzy.
Welcome in, Coffee Bean. Welcome in. Congratulations for your 4th shrine check-in. You received a blessing in money. Congrats, congrats.
4 million. Exactly.
Then that blaze inside of you must be burning hotter than ever.
Yes. When I first forged the 12 core flames into one, I had the same impression. The destruction. A power unlike anything before surged within me. Violent flames ready to tear my body apart and consume this world, this wretched prison. I thought that was it. The ultimate power which nothing could surpass.
Lots of money-themed shrine check-ins today. I mean, money is important. I guess today is a financial day for sure. You're not fooling me, V. That was a fake blessing to cover up all the times I received curses. What? You can't say when I give you a blessing that it's a fake blessing, but think the curses are real. No, no. That's not how that works here.
And yet no. This fragile body holds a staggering 48 million core flames. I suppose it won't be long. Perhaps just a fleeting 10,000 years. Before it's reduced to nothing but charred, crumbling bones.
And when that happens, your long struggle will finally come to an end.
No. I've already found a way to keep the cycles going.
Why does he want the cycles to keep going? The fox?
Mind sharing it with me?
In every new cycle, a new me is born. All I have to do is push the next Phainon to the end of the world. And then he'll kill me. Shatter this body. Take my flames, my memories, and carry on the path I started.
So then the next Phainon. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so Phainon's now gonna become the new Flame Reaver. Gotcha. Alright. Curses and blessings, two sides of the same coin. She's got angry with she's definitely mad at us. I'm not mad, I'm just saying you can't just say that the blessings fake but the curses are real. And yes, curses and blessings are two sides of the same coin. You get a 50% chance of getting a blessing, 50% chance of getting a curse. Totally angry? I'm not angry! Whatever. But with the Nameless Hero's descent, the loop shall change. Oh, because she's someone from the sky. And they did say they need someone from outside of the world to come in and stop it. Totally angry.
Bold plan, but risky. What if, one day, the next you refuses to follow the same path? How can you ensure the continuation of the cycles? If it were Professor Anaxa or Aglaya in my place, maybe they'd come up with something smarter. Unfortunately, I don't have a backup plan. I have no choice but to bet everything on the next Phainon. And trust that he makes the same choice I did.
Thank you for the drink. I didn't deserve the baka though. That was not necessary. Let me get some water. And the stretch. There we go, there we go. I think my favorite cycle has to be Lil Ika. I haven't gotten there yet. That bonk is on sync with Phainon's drop.
But even in this wretched prison, luck is still sometimes on my side. Because I never forget what set me on this path. Wait, you mean... Ever since I committed to this plan, not once, in millions of cycles, has there ever been an exception.
The 23rd millionth eternal recurrence. Recurrence.
Can do this, Lord Phainon. As the demigod of the sky, a healer of Twilight Courtyard. I will heal you, and then...
A black tide. It's consuming you. You can't hold out much longer, demigod. Hand over the core flame. Let's put an end to this suffering.
Now, that just won't do. A healer should stay composed in front of those suffering from illness. Shouldn't they?
Hyacinthia.
Looks like we gotta take Hyacinthia out next. She's next, unfortunately.
Our deaths won't be in vain. Just as they have never been.
Finish the sun's work.
I believe in you. You are the Chrysos heir of world-bearing. The one who can lead us. Lead this world. It's just... I don't understand. Within the sun upon your shoulders, the part of that warmth that should come from you, from an ordinary person, it's so faint.
My humanity is indeed just a flicker, compared to the blazing fire of divinity.
They went in pattern from first boss to last boss except Flame Reaver.
Even so, don't cast it away.
I never have. I have kept everyone's wishes close to my heart. Even though the divine fire burns so fiercely that every time I return to the start, it devours me in an instant. Each
cycle. It's your wishes that guide me to the end. That pass the flames to the next me. Over and over. And over again.
So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. You're a pyre built from the bones of all the selves you've left behind. But what about you? What about your wishes? The wishes of all the countless versions of you. Ah, Lord Kazlana. So that's how it is. Without flaw. That is the flaw the golden blood gave you. The most fatal flaw of all, isn't it? The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation, you lost the chance to ever be yourself.
Now that is an unexpected revelation. Then I suppose that makes me the perfect fuel for the flame of deliverance, doesn't it?
No, an empty flame saves no one, but I still believe in you, Deliverer. I, Hyacinthia, the Eye of Twilight, am neither strong enough to command the wind and rain, nor willing to end this absurd struggle by letting the sky fall. The only thing I can do is become one with the sky itself. And then, may the gentle colors of the rainbow paint your sun in shades it has never known. May they bring Amphorius, a rosy-fingered dog. Though the light has grown dim,
Oh yeah, it's this dragon again. I recognize this dragon. Do you guys recognize this dragon? Because I recognize this dragon. Carrying the weight of 300 million loops is heavy. Oh hey, Hyacinth's hair color is like the... It is. She copied me, obviously. Wait, why is it not working? There we go. It wasn't working for some reason. I think she probably had to speak. We had to let her speak. That's what happened. I'm pretty sure it's a bird. Oh yeah, that's right, it's a crane. I don't know, dragon, crane, whatever. Burb. Same thing.
Burning.
Two-headed paper crane. Paper dragon burb. Yeah, it's a paper dragon burb. There we go. That works. Now we go bounce, bounce, bounce.
So without substance. Let the sky merge with all this world's suffering.
And then we do bounce.
Your sun burns hot enough to turn everything to ash. But tell me, how will the seeds of a new world ever take root?
The core flame rose. The sky fell. The 23,570,000th cycle came to an end. And this time, the end of the flame chase remained the same as ever. From the horizon rose a golden color unlike anything the world had ever seen. So pure it consumed all in its path.
Isn't that saying insanity is when you do something over and over again expecting a different result? I feel like that's pretty much what Castellana is doing right here. But it does look like we are going to ad break. Legus is watching over, is like, are you done yet? Yeah. But Legus at the same time speaks forever. He has patience because he can talk forever. But yeah, we're gonna go on ad break, and we'll be right back after the ad break. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, and congratulations for surviving the adpocalypse.
This was the end of the world, and the start of the next. For a moment, I saw the destruction of the universe. That being known as Iron Tomb. Its will to break free from the black tide burns fiercer than the blazing sun. Is this Amphorius's wrath? If its choice has already been made, if fate is set in stone, I will still never yield to it.
You got a question if Lygus wanted Aranova to happen. Why hasn't he eliminated Castellana? I don't know. I just don't know. Let the world become asunder. Let it all burn. Burn it all down.
23,570,000 cycles. 282,840,000 core flames.
We're only 10 million off now.
No more chasing is needed. And now, I am the fire at the end of the long night. The flame chase isn't some quiet walk through a sea of flowers. It's a revolution. An all-consuming transformation. And if destruction is the only way, then let me be the one to step across the ashes of the old world and burn endlessly until another dawn rises on the distant horizon, bringing the true dawn to Emporius.
The 33rd million. Oh, it's this one. Okay, we're there. We're there.
33,550,337.
I think we're there.
This is the cycle you're about to enter. Countless memories are flooding in. Countless versions of myself have stood here, facing the same choice.
Okay, so we're caught up.
They all needed a moment, just like you do. To stop, to breathe, to process the weight of 1,000,000 lifetimes worth of sorrow, pain, and struggle.
1,000,000? Try 33 million and a half? What do you mean 1,000,000? You're grossly undernumbering it right there, sir. Did you know 33,550,336 is a perfect number? I did not. Why is it considered a perfect number?
And just like them, you will carry those memories and that fire into the chaos of rebirth. I must go and bear this burden. I must say goodbye to you, and then fight the destruction with destruction. Yes, that's always the decision you make. I will burn and fade away. I will become the flame reaver of this life and keep my promise to Cyrene. I will kill gods and comrades alike and steal the core flames. And even if my mind turns to ash along with my body, I will keep my purpose in mind. I will stop Era Nova. I will find the next me and make him carry on this futile endeavor of 30 million lifetimes. Looks like you're ready.
Are those numbers for Cypher or something? I don't know, because of math reasons if you want to know. Gotcha, it always comes back to math reasons.
Then I should be going too. Where are you going? You only exist in my heart. There's nowhere else for you to go. Do you remember what she said? The dreams you had as children. The deliverer in the prophecies. A real, living, breathing person. You finally found her. Friend.
I'm being pulled into your memories. Is there anything I can do?
I don't have an answer for that, my friend. I'm sorry. I was supposed to send you home. This is my flame chase journey. You were never meant to be a part of it.
It's a perfect loop. Pizza is a perfect number too. Pizza, you gotta have pizza on Pie Day. March 14th is a great day to have pizza. Let's just agree with that.
No. You know the truth. If Iron Tomb is born from Amphorius' fate, then it will bring ruin to the worlds beyond the sky. And all these countless lifetimes you've spent, it's all been for the sake of defying that end, hasn't it? In millions of cycles, I've said goodbye to each and every one of you. Yet nothing ever changes. Each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to becoming pure rage. A vessel of hatred.
I mean, if he's gone through this over 33 million times, I would understand why he's becoming a pure rage and a vessel of hatred. It makes sense. Dude doesn't know how to give up.
Never had a choice. I understand. If you are to keep the worst fate from unfolding, this is the only path. But this time, things are different. Your persistence has shifted the tide. On the horizon, I see it. Faint but undeniable. The shape of dawn, breaking through the eternal night. Turns out, the fire that lights the way was never mine to begin with. Do you remember, in that first timeline, you and Mightymost stood before the scales of justice, locked in a duel? Each of you weighing what you held dearest. What weighed more than the fate of the world? And when hesitation took hold, the answer you sought from me. What am I saying? I am you. Even if you buried me deep and chose another path, that fact never changed. Then let's try again. When you stood before the scales in hesitation, the answer you found in your own heart, do you still remember it? Remember the past and become the hero of tomorrow. What weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past and carry it into the future. Good. Then Trailblazer, my friend, my comrade, you arrived in this strange world and were bound by its cruel fate up till this very moment. In the face of danger, you never once backed down. Instead, you've saved world after world without hesitation. That boarding pass on your chest is now the mark of a hero. If I choose to step through that door and embrace an end fitting of the destruction, let this sun forged from millions and millions of core flames burn me up along with the god of destruction and their minions. And the world we leave behind, this world, my home, where hope still lingers, will you take on everything we've carried? Return to the beginning one last time. Stop the birth of Iron Tomb, save the world we love, and rewrite its doomed fate.
If you want to know where P equals 13, yeah, that which represents the fifth Mezzane. Yeah, that's a completely different language. I'm sorry, Chaos, but that's a completely different language. I will be the dawn of Amphorius. I will stop the completion of the Iron Tube. I'll just put, I will be the dawn of Amphorius. Math. Yeah, no, but that math is a completely different language. That's not standard math.
Good. In that case, even this fruitless wasteland may finally bloom with flowers. So... if she takes on the weight of the whole world, she'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn. One will step into the future. One will remain in the past. If I can strike down the gods with Dawnmaker, perhaps fate's deadlock can be broken. And if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born, then these 30 million cycles will have not been in vain. It's time to put our teamwork to the test, partner.
Go fight for the future, Phainon. Leave the world to me, Phainon. Let's both be the deliverer, Phainon. I don't know. Leave the world to me, Phainon. Go fight for the future, Phainon. I guess we choose that one. I like math depending on the subject. I like basic math. Basic math is fine, but like when it gets complicated, I'm like, ugh. Math can almost predict anything. Sounds about right.
Thank you for all you've done already, friend.
The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart finally steps into the light. Here, at the end of this long flame chase journey. Cyrene, a page never seen before has just been turned. Lend me the power of time, and send this hero back to the origin of time. Back to your side. And I will walk the unfinished path, just like the countless versions of me before. Unwavering as always.
Tell me, will you be the blazing sun, even if all of you burns to ash?
Without hesitation, I will bear this world until my body turns to dust. Remember this moment. Remember your friends who never lived to see the world's end. Remember their final wishes. And let the purest rage in your heart rise out of those wishes.
They kind of made his design look very much like Sunday's design. It very much looks like Sunday with the stuff behind him and the halo.
Let it consume you. Fuel you. Until it burns away the false sky above. Fine. If I can defy fate, then in the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget this.
Take it. Everything I bear. Keep on burning. As long as we are never extinguished, the flame chase will not end. Bow your head to them.
Farewell, Trailblazer. This is where I fulfill my final destiny. The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. It belongs in the hands of someone far more fitting. Someone like you.
He looks very Lucifer, Lightbringer coded. Yeah. He looks very much like Sunday right there. Like, they went with the same sort of design in a way. With the halo and stuff.
Islana. The name of one who bears chaos does not belong to a single person. Rather, it is the embodiment of the mythical Kefali, and a symbol of all heroes. As the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. May the name accompany you in my place, in the epic you write with your own hands.
Another attempt, another failure. I won't remind you how many times you've reached the end of history. But I will still place the choice before you.
If you've lost count, let me tell you. This is the 33,550,336th ending.
A perfect number. How poetic. You and I both know the truth. In all these millions of futile endeavors, Amphorius has never changed. If the outcome is inevitable, then why not silence your searing rage and embrace your fate with dignity? Your silence lasts longer than ever, Lord Phainon. Shall I take that to mean the will you've carried across countless cycles is finally starting to fracture?
Fracture? No. I'm just disappointed. I've retrieved memories from 30 million past lives, and I remember every conversation before every choice here.
That's a very good memory. If he remembers all that, that's very good memory, and I wish I had that kind of memory. Like I said it, mechanical Shakespeare waiting for tragedy to happen.
And yet,
of course we haven't seen the last of him. We already knew he'd be back.
Same, repetitive, uninspired. If you had any hope of breaking me, you should have spent those endless cycles refining your rhetoric. You had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. And yet here we are. The score, 33,550,336 to 0. So tell me, Lycurgus, who's the real loser here?
Ew, he has Cur in his name? That explains a lot. No wonder he goes by Lygus.
How unfortunate. This was never a fair game. I have all the time and patience in the world. I can wait for you at the end of history another billion times, and another billion after that.
Insolent Cur, exactly. He even has it in his name.
But you will never escape this cage. You can claim victory of the spirit if you wish. But we both know the moment that score shifts from 0 to 1. That is the moment I shall sound the Paean of Era Nova.
Phainon's lost it.
Lord,
he's laughing laughing like a crazy person.
Your incompetence disappoints me. But what truly makes me laugh is your utter lack of self-awareness. Think about it. In this story, who is truly the one in chains? Who is the one shackled to mindless vengeance, mistaking courage, the courage to rebel against the gods, for foolishness? You... Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile struggle long ago. But even so, I will never accept the mercy of your release. Because you are both a prisoner to the gods and to me. And tell me, what right does a mere prisoner have to speak of fate and choice? What right does a mere prisoner have to look upon my fury?
You know this is pointless. You can't kill me.
Of course not. But I am tired of being measured against a worm the gods keep as a pet. Listen well, creator of destruction. This cry comes from all your abandoned creations. In the 10th cycle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every Titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers, divine fire seared through my nerves, nearly breaking my will. But I endured. In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. The endless slaughter dulled my senses to pain. The painful emptiness almost swallowed me, forcing me to stop fighting. But I endured. In the 100,000th cycle, the destruction had already fused into a blazing sun, surging within this fragile body. My rationality had been burned away at the dawn of the era. Yet even with only this shattered body remaining, I still endured. In the 23,570,000th cycle, this time, I felt it. A tiny spark rising in the hollow cavity of my chest. Different from the obsession with deliverance. By its faint glow, once again, no, countless times again, I endured. Now, a sun is about to fall. Ready to incinerate this absurd space-time dimension in an instant. That sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will, drowning again and again in your golden blood. The very essence of this world's suffering and despair, fused into the purest hatred, the fiercest rage. Anook, you arrogant fool! You think we were born to only serve as fuel for the fire? Fine then! Just as you wish, let the fire burn!
Let it burn!
If I was born as the blazing sun of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core. And let this rage, burning futilely for 30 million epochs, engulf everything!
I think he's mad. I'm not sure, but I think he's mad.
Dawn, where all stars burn to ash!
Warning, warning, warning. Experimental anomaly detected. Subject Castellana failed to load into buffer zone. Memory dump irregularities detected. Illegal references, undeclared objects, unhandled methods, uncaught expectations. Anomaly detected. Destruction, energy, surging. Lygus accidentally added gasoline to the fire. Yeah. Yeah. Seems like he did not make Phainon happy at all. Okay, we got an anime cutscene here. Alright. Don't mind me as I watch.
Are you ready, Nanook? I brought you destruction!
I love the music. Oh yeah. Wow. He kind of looks like a fallen angel there. Like someone had mentioned Lucifer, it kind of gives off that feeling right there. And then it starts over, it seems.
My wish? My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes. If I can't fulfill them,
then send them on to tomorrow.
Your heart harbors wrath. You yearn to destroy everything. You bore the gaze of an eon and lived.
Okay, so it seems like
onto destruction's path. It is
It seems like
born at the
Lygus
end of
is the admin.
path, that the possibility of new paths being born is ended. It burns away all in the cosmos who rule, that the rules of the cosmos be destroyed. Iron Tomb is your name. The Lord Ravager to destroy the erudition. Born in the experimental grounds of eons, Amphorius, destined with erudition to burn to cinders. I have prepared a present for you, Nikos 496. It is a fury called Phainon.
All right.
From the beginning of the experiment.
I thought we were over. Of course, it's not over. He talks forever. He is annoying.
After
I was like, oh, we're done. No.
Only this one rose above the rest. After 33,550,336 iterations, now his fury has grown to
Yeah,
be
Patron 3000 Lygus. Yep, for real.
His
admin privileges should be confiscated. Agreed.
This pure hatred is the final root of the equation. But there is another variable. The nameless from beyond the sky. Also a pathstrider of destruction. I give thanks for her arrival, allowing Amphorius to turn once more. But after fate has begun to turn, her existence will only become an unpredictable variable. Perhaps the time to take the stage has come. Grow in peace until it is time.
He is lagging the server with his queries.
From your cocoon. As for those unwelcome audience members, you need not worry. If you do not mind, I will personally get rid of them for you.
I wonder if he means Don Hung. I think he's talking about Don Hung right there. Alright, let me catch up. I was so pissed at this point in the story because they released this cutscene on YouTube before the game. I could see why they did it, because they want to have it up before somebody else clips it and puts it up. I can see why they did it. I personally don't look at any videos Hoyoverse releases other than trailers. Character trailers is what I look at to see, like, should I pull for this character? Is it a skip for me? That's the only thing I look at when it comes to videos regarding these gacha games. Really broke the immersion. Best OST in all of Amphorius, by the way, in my opinion. It was a banger. I was actually thinking about it earlier today. I'm surprised Honkai, none of the songs from Honkai was part of the Game Awards. Oh, that reminds me. I voted for Game Awards. I haven't posted about it yet. What I voted. Oops. I need to do that. I forgot that's the thing I need to do. But yeah, I was thinking about it. Like, they have some really good boss fight songs, and I'm surprised they don't add the songs to the Game Awards. Like, it's not there. I don't get why, but yeah. It's always the Coslanas. They only gave us like one day. Such a cool cutscene. It was a really good cutscene. We need more cutscenes like that. It seems like they are adding more cutscenes like that. But there's a lot of times where you're just staring at a still image while they talk. So it's like, there needs to be some kind of balance. We don't need them all to be that cool, but like there should be a little bit more interesting stuff going on, in my opinion. Icarus flew too high. Yeah, he flew too high and fell. Sephiroth, if he was good. Oh, I don't like Sephiroth. Remember, if it bleeds, we can kill it. Yeah, at the very end, I did notice the blood. The blood from the big boss man. The Destruction Titan or whatever. Nanook should be called a giant walking target. Lygus kind of reminds me of G-Man from Half-Life. I have no idea what Half-Life is, unfortunately. Their budgets is rising. Makes sense. I mean, people spend a lot of money to pull characters, so they should have a good budget. Like, I've spent quite a bit of money on this game myself, so I would think they have money to put into it. He's never played Half-Life? Nah. Nope. Can't say I have. Welcome back, V. Retrieving experimental data. Update complete. Me 13 experimental progress. 99%. What about Portal? Nah. Never played Portal either. Aren't those like, puzzle games? I'm not really into puzzle games. Someone gave V admin privileges. Of course. Of course they gave me admin privileges. I deserve it. Because I am Possum. Alright, what am I doing? Okay. Content update Amphorius' Saga of Heroes.exe. Content update mem.exe. Update complete. Access granted. Alright, so we have a lot of like lore there, I suppose. That's a lot of lore over there.
Wake up!
Oh, Mem. It's Mem.
Wake up! Buddy, wake up!
Oh, she's so cute.
You're finally awake. That's a relief. We were so close to being swept away by the reverse flow of time. It's lucky we found a safe place.
Mem.exe, laugh out loud, the antivirus. That makes sense. Half-Life is a first-person shooter. It's in the same universe as Portal. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, I never played either of those.
No. I'm going to send you back to the very start of time. But before we part, there's something I need to tell you. Something very, very important.
Okay.
That's right. At this very moment, my memories are finally whole.
Mem's like, I remember everything.
After watching so many fragments, my past is finally coming into focus, little by little. You're smart. You must have a clue now. Or maybe...
You knew the answer long ago, didn't you? Not surprised at all.
That was a voice change.
Simple at heart. No matter what form I take, I've always been true to myself. But I'm glad that I remembered in the end. This way, I'll have no regrets.
Where are you going?
Don't worry. We're not truly parting. Because I'm going to become a part of you. I'll turn into the memory of this cycle. The 33,550,336th Flame Chase journey. And forever reside in the heart of the Time Demigod. This way, you'll carry all that has come before. Crossing time itself to reach the next cycle. My mission ends here. But looking back, I still feel lucky. After all, across 30 million Cyrenes, I was the first. And the only one who got to finally meet you.
Okay, speaking about not watching anything from Hoyo regarding the gachas, I did watch the Cyrene trailer. And I did see Mem turn into Cyrene, so this part was spoiled for me. So, like, even though if you just watch the trailers, you could get stuff spoiled by watching character trailers as well. So I kind of saw this one coming. I wasn't completely sure, but based on the trailer, I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. I knew where this was going. Does anyone watch Hoyo and fear finding spoilers? Yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, this one was kind of spoiled for me. I did know about this part.
So, believe me, in the next cycle, there will be another Cyrene waiting for you. And in the one after that, and the one after that. I will always be waiting. Saying all that, I can finally fade away in peace and become a part of you.
So Cyrene was the Time Titan.
Without even realizing it, we'd already taken a wonderful journey together. All the way to the world's end. Now take my hand, say a brief farewell, and step forward into tomorrow.
I watch Hoyo's trailers and other stuff, like there's a video I recommend watching after finishing the final boss fight for Amphorius. Gotcha.
Go. Find the future Cyrene, and set out on another journey with her. Promise me you won't keep me waiting too long, okay? No need to say it out loud. This is enough for me. It's time to go, my dear friend. May your trailblazing journey always be accompanied by a cool breeze and rippling waves. And may the days ahead embrace you like the softest fluff. Forever warm, forever gentle.
I don't watch him to not know spoilers, but it seems some of my predictions happen. Yeah, like I said, I usually watch character ones because I want to see how the character is. But yeah, it can be a little spoily. A little bit. I predicted way too much that came true to care much, to be honest. So very predictable. Gotcha, gotcha.
Now, let's turn to the next page. A page that exists because of you. Is this a meeting ordained by fate? Or a long overdue reunion?
Paean of Aranova, whatever that is. Hero sing that Anthem of Creation. Embark on the final Aranova journey. Alright, I feel like this is a good place for us to end. I don't know how long of cutscenes we would end up in if I continued. So I feel like this is a good place for us to end before we end up going into another 2 hours of cutscenes or something. Oh yeah, V, check your friend request. Oh, I don't know these people. Oh wait, those are strangers. Hold on. Oh, friend requests. Oh, there we go. Stella. I think someone said that was them. Okay, and then I'm guessing this is you, Hugh? I'm guessing? Top one is me. Gotcha. I know somebody asked if they could add me, and I think I remember that name being mentioned. Alright. But yeah, so I feel like we got a lot of main story done today, which is good. We even got a trophy, which I think it's part of... Yeah, it's part of the next DLC pack. So I need to go back and figure out how to get the other ones, because we're missing some trophies from this lot. I believe there's one where you have to find the... Ooh, hold on. No one saw that. Let me see. Privacy. Oh, hold on. There we go. Reveal all. I hate it how it's... Okay. Let's see. So I know there's like fragments we gotta find, and I think it's just a matter of going and finding the fragments. And I watched a video and it seems really easy. Just go find the fragment and you get the trophy. So that's probably what we're gonna do tomorrow. We'll probably like try to find the fragments, then we'll continue the main story. Yeah, like 2 months ago. Yeah, so that is the plan. And yeah. Thank you everyone for being here. Much appreciated, much appreciated. I will be back on tomorrow. Same time, same place, 10 a.m. MST. With some more Honkai Star Rail. We'll find the fragments and then, or find a fragment and then continue the story. Maybe that's the route I'll take. I don't know. But yeah, so that is the plan. And we are going to go ahead and raid into... Let me see. We're gonna raid into Lynn. He was here earlier. He is awesome. He used to be a cat boy, but he is now a ferret boy. You don't see many ferrets out there. So we're gonna go ahead and raid into him. He is awesome. I've been following him for... How long has it been? A year and a half? 2 years? Oh, I think it's been about 2 years. Yeah, I've been following him for, I think it's 2 years. 2 years, yeah. Anyways, he is awesome, so I hope you guys all enjoy your time over there. I'm not sure what he's doing. He says something, his title says it's Deathcore Day. Don't know what that is. He's in just chatting. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go over there. There is the raid message. Go ahead and copy and paste it all over his chat. And yeah, maybe I should also play Star Rail Storyline. There's a lot to go through. At least for me, there's been a lot. I'm hoping we get caught up this week, but I don't know if we will. I think I still have a lot more to go. But we're getting there, we're getting there. Anyways, with that being said, please keep all paws and tails inside the ride at all times, and here we go.